Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. You're probably thinking this is a bit of a weird start to a video today, and I would absolutely agree. But if you can see how skinny that driveway is, one of our subscribers, and become a friend, and he does all our windows, has reached out and said he knows where there is a Peugeot 306 GTI 6, quite a nice car, been sat for many years in Essex. So he's actually said, Rob, you can have the car, we just need to go and get it. So we've headed here this morning, and I've just had to, well, both mirrors folded themselves in and reversed down this driveway. It was literally an inch each side, but we have just arrived. I've got the truck as close as I can to the car. There's no keys for it, but we've got to try and get the car out of this garden, and we literally can't put the truck any further forward than what it is. So let's just get in there a bit closer and have a closer look at the car. So 98, quite an old car, and it's been sat here for 11 years in the same spot. We've got all flat tyres, and again, no keys, steering locks on, so it's going to be quite awkward to get it out of here. I've just said to Liam, we're probably going to have to pull it on the truck the best we can, get down the road somewhere, and actually try to get it repositioned on the car, on the truck, a bit better. So I'm not going to go on about it too much. We're just going to have a short time lapse while we pull this out and move it for the first time in 11 years. I mean, we turned up with no tools. Liam said it was reasonably good to get onto the car, so we'd pick it up no problem, but I think that was a bit of a pipe dream there from Liam, because that was quite difficult. You would have seen, luckily I had, let's actually get round there and I'll show you what I did and what I used. Luckily I had one of these tyres for the wheels, and as you can see it is all breaking up now. Now I hooked that into one of the eyes and actually pulled the car across as far as I can. I then moved it up to the next eye, pulled it back over, because as I was winching it, it was moving, but I did manage to get it on one of the wheels on the other side and actually pull it round, pull this side back over to the left. But I mean, it's we're far from straight, but we're definitely on there. 3 straps and the winch. We just need to brush a bit of this debris off because I don't want it flying off and hitting anybody's car. But yeah, let's get going, guys, and then I'll tell you the plans for it. So guys, we really was not sure what we're going to do with this car. It was free, the number plate's there. You're welcome to do any checks on this one. We was not sure what to do with the car, but it was free, so we've got nothing to lose. You know, it was a couple of hours to go and get it, and we got nothing to lose by it at all. And I thought, you know, we could do a will it run video, a first wash video, and I genuinely don't know whether these have got a following like the old Fords and things like that, but I've just done an Instagram post on it, and it seems to be that yes, they do have a following. Liam did say to me they got a huge following. I am going to have a little walk around it now that I've just got back with it, and I'm going to explain what we would like to do to it and what you guys think we should do to it. So initially, as you can see, that driver's side rear window is popped. You'll have to ignore the winch cable for a moment, but I will explain why that is rubbing up against that quarter panel in a moment. So there's no key with this car, and the main thing is I'm putting this video out to ask you guys, is this worthy of some videos? Are you going to be interested in it? Because ultimately me and Chris are going to have to spend a couple of £100 having a key done for the car, and that's going to be a complete waste of time if nobody's really interested in it. So it is the GTI 6 2 litre 16 valve. I think Liam said might be a 1900, and I've just lifted the bonnet up on it, and as you can see, the bonnet hasn't been open for 11 years. There is a bit of a story with the car, but again, if we do end up doing videos on it, we'll get more in depth into the story on the car. So the first bit I want to mention, obviously you've just seen us go and collect this car. Now on the way home, guys, you don't normally hear me swear. Do you know what? I won't swear. There was a bit of an accident with this car. Now once I loaded it on the trailer, I was completely happy with it, and I went round and did all of the checks that I would normally do. You can see the seatbelt is hanging out there as well. So let's move on to the issue. Guys, I was just driving down the M25 doing 60 miles an hour in my truck. I never go over 60 in it, and I look after it, as you know, and thankfully I was only doing 60, but it's still not to say it frightened the life out of me. Guys, that passenger side door flew open. I was in the slow lane on the M25 and it bent right round pretty much as far as it would go and broke the check strap. And as you can see, it's dented the edge of the wing, it's all repairable, and it's dented the door as well, which is a real shame, because if you look down the side of this car, it was very straight. It was very straight. It had no major dents or anything around it. So I am gutted about that, but more than anything, it made me jump out of my skin, because there was a car passing me at the time and it was only a couple of mil away from that car. So a bit gutting. We are outside my house today and Chris has just turned up, so let's jump up there and have a little look inside it. So guys, there is some rubbish in the car. Do you know what? I'm going to have to lean right in and get this door open, guys. Bear with me. There's no outside handle on it. Make sure that stays open. You can clearly see it has literally not moved for that 11 years, and it is covered. It's a shame we haven't got a key, because it'd be a no-brainer. We'd be doing a will it run video on it. Liam did say it was quite rare to have this interior in it, and it's got a sunroof. Not all of them had the sunroof, so it's quite a nice model. And as you can see, this is what I had to do in a bit of an emergency on the side of the M25 just before the services, the Dartford crossing. I had to take the winch cable off, put it up through this window, and actually you can't really see it there, but I've had to hook it around that door handle to keep the door shut, because it frightened the life out of me. Like I say, there is some junk they've discarded in the back of here, but that can all go down to the tip. There's a couple of bags of clothes in there as well, but it's all completely original. Guys, do we spend a couple of £100 having a key done and doing a will it run video on this car. Do we clean it up? Do we put a bit of glass in it? You know, we don't know whether it's rotten or not, but it certainly didn't fall to bits when I dragged it on, and it does look okay. It really doesn't look that bad at all. So do we get it running and sell it on as a project? Do we put a window in it? I mean, we're not going to go down the restoration route. We really, you know, we've got other projects and we haven't got time for that. So I am going to leave it all in your capable hands. Is this car going to have a following? Do we get on and do loads of little jobs on it? Get it running, tidy it up, wash it, put it through its paces, get it up on the ramp, have a look. That, guys, ultimately, I'm leaving it in your control to tell me whether we're doing this car or not. Guys, I know quite a lot of you did comment quite positively about the microphone. I mean, you know, this is all new to me. I've only been doing it 14 months and I've bought all the equipment, and slowly but surely we are getting used to it. So I did buy this microphone and it does seem a lot better, but I do notice when I watch it back, it is quite, I don't really know the word to use for it, but it's quite loud, and I've tried turning it down a little bit, but bear with me, in time it's just going to get better and better. Quite a lot of you like the raw anyway, so we don't want to be too perfect, but guys, I'm not even going to waffle on in this video. This is up to you guys. Let me know in the comments, are we doing this project or are we not doing it? That's going to be the end. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram for some little sneak peeks throughout the day at Salvage Rebuilds, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.